with that being said, it was kind of like I'm still a child of that, like the mid 90s era hip hop, because it is the dopest.
Yo, what's going on, Ryze fam? Welcome to another episode of Hash It Out. It's your boy B, back with Jake and the lovely Willow. And this week we got a special guest, my man OGWHiZ, better known G. He's from the Charlotte area. Everybody, give him some love.
Hey. What's going on, folks? What's going on, world?
Doing well, man. Doing well. How was your day today?
It's pretty good, man. Other than this darn rain, I'm pretty good, man. I can't complain. Man.
I feel you. So, man, it's been a while since I've seen you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I like that top hat, man. Where can I get something like that?
99 Ways. They on Instagram. They got Charlotte hats. They got every city, every state. But you know, when I saw the I-85 and they got a Charlotte veteran hat too, I was like, let me get that. I got to get that, bro. For real. I ain't even seen them around the city yet. I'm sure I will. But 99ways.com is where you grab them from.
Oh, that's cool. I have a question.
All right.
How did you get your name? How'd you decide on that?
Well, Brian knows my brother B. And my oldest brother, used to call me WHiZ all the time. He refers to me as WHiZ. He's been doing that since we was kids. And I took the G and put the GWhiZ to it and was like, it's kind of catchy, the GWhiZ.
Yeah.
and then the OGWHiZ came with, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little older, so I was like, shoot, the OGWHiZ, that sounds pretty good. And it marries with the content of my music and everything. So the OGWHiZ, the Wiz came from my brother, and I threw the G on there. Called it a rap.
I like that. I'm a big fan, personally. I like your music. I think you deserve a hell of a lot more views on YouTube.
Man, who you telling? That's what me and my team saying. We waking up looking every morning like, hold up now this video is fine. The music is.
It is.
Like,
it is. That's like real music I'll like get ready to. It's like feel good music.
Word. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. So where did you what generation of what decade of music do you really relate to most of all, or base your sound off of?
It's really the 90s, like the mid 90s. I've been listening to rap as far back as Big Daddy Kane, like Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, that's what I was cultured in, you know what I'm saying? And being from Charlotte, we didn't have that big of a Southern push in the South, like in 96, 97. Yeah. So we were reaching. So with that being said, it was kind of like, I'm still a child of that, like the mid 90s era hip hop, because it is the dopest. In my opinion, it's the dopest.
That's what I grew up on.
Right. It's dope. It's music with a message. You know what I'm saying? It's got substance to it. Mm-hmm. Now I listened to the new rap today. I listened to a lot of it. Like, especially I'm following Lil Baby, the Baby. I'm loving all of it, but what I'm trying to do is make that medium between the 90s and now. That's what I'm trying to do. I think you're doing a
good job of that.
Real, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I also have one more. How is your cypher experience?
Well, I am kind of cultured in the freestyle art. I'm not even gonna lie. I can spit a little, so I can. I'm pretty good. I'm decent.
So for your music, do you write it down, or do you just get a groove and record it?
I do. I write without music a lot. Mm-hmm. And what I do is either I buy tracks or I lease track, or friends hit me up and they're like, yo, I got this track I want you to get on. So if I'm writing without music and somebody sends me a track, I usually just flip through my phone and find something that I've been working on for the past month or so and kind of marry it to the beat. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I sit and write a song without music. And it usually works better like that. I don't even hear the track. And then I'll hear a track and be like, oh, snap. That's gonna fit with that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I think that's a hell of a lot easier than finding a beat and trying to put stuff to it.
Right. It's the feeling, man. It's the feeling. If you can marry lyrics to a track, man, that's a beautiful feeling when something comes together that you didn't even plan to come together. You know what I'm saying? Real.
Yeah, for sure. Gee, I gotta say, man, I checked out your video for Guns and Butter. I am bumping that song at the gym when I'm doing deadlifts.
That's what I want.
Yes. I feel like I can lift at least 20 more pounds when I got that song going.
For sure.
So I got the big cans on, and you got me over here with this big barbell full of weight, and we're just going at it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's
Yes,
supposed to
sir.
inspire. It's supposed to inspire, man. For real.
Yeah, I saw in that video you got a lot of fresh cars. How did you get all those in one rooftop, man?
Well, let me shout out Buzz City Muscle, my boy Bruce Mason. He's got a car club, and they do, as you can see, it's Chargers, Challengers. You know what I'm saying? I hit him, and he was supposed to be in it. Sadly, he wrecked his dope 300 that he had 2 weeks before the video, but he's got a crew, Buzz City Muscle. Shout out to them. They pulled up. I called them like 3-4 days before the shoot, and they pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Short notice. That's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was shocked. Like I was expecting more, but as the night got older, I was like, hold up, we only got like 4-5 cars, man. Let's go ahead and shoot. I don't even care. Like for real. So
I think it looks good. You got that nighttime backdrop.
Yeah.
Right there.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. And then I've got to ask the old standard question. What do you think coming up with all the new age rap, and you're trying to fill that gap between the 90s rap and the new age stuff? What do you think your biggest challenge is? Writing, getting the flow down, things like that?
I'm going to tell you what I'm busy with when I go to the studio. I'm trying to find that melodic, because melodic rap is up right now. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But hearing Griselda, hearing Rocky Marciano, hearing these cats that are still flowing like in the 90s, I'm having a hard time coming up with songs. I find a melodic tune, but the regular rap in me just wants to spit bars like I usually do. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, dang, man, I want to find this melodic tune like Lil Baby and the Baby and Roddy Ricch. But I'm like, what if I don't have to do that? What if I come out with bars so dope that it's like, man, I don't even care if he ain't singing, songy, rapping and stuff. The bars he's spitting is alive. You know what I'm saying? They lit. So, but I'm having a time with that. When I go in there, every time I pull up a song, if I'm trying to match bars that I've written in my phone to a song, it's like I'm trying to sing it, and then I end up not singing it, and how the delivery comes off standard, like not the melodic. So I don't know. It's a mind game, man. It is with myself when I go in the booth, man. It really is real.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, getting those catchy lines, getting those catchy bars that still have substance and meaning in the lyrics. That's
right.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
See, I can definitely appreciate that, because like I said, you know, I don't care how much the internet know. Yeah, I'm from the older generation, you know.
Right.
I'm Gen X.
Right.
So, you know, from the Gen X style, I'm not mad at the rap that they have today.
No.
My parents was mad at the hip hop that I had in my day.
Who you telling?
You know what I'm saying? So I understand different generations have ways of thinking stuff, and there's a lot of rap today that I appreciate. You know what I mean? So when I hear things like Common or Logic, even some of the stuff fits, you know what I mean? Some of it's kind of crazy, but a lot of it has substance behind it. So then when I hear cats come on the scene like yourself, you mixing in, you know, not all your lyrics are just running around booty, 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 booty. You know what I mean? I find that really inspiring. So, you know, kudos on all of that.
Praise. You know? It's hard, man. I'm not going to lie, because I find myself riding to the studio. I done got studio time, so I'm riding. I'm listening to Lil Baby, and I'm listening to Roddy Ricch and Rod Wave, and what I'm trying to do is psych myself up to be able to go in and spit these bars similar to how they're spitting it. But for some reason, I can do it, but it's like my heart won't let me just, you and them baby, you and them baby, and give me them baby. It just won't allow me. I can do it, but it just won't my spirit won't allow me to do it, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of it's torture inside of me, man, for real. Because like you said, you just heard it. I can come off with, you can call me tonight, little baby. I'm going to come over tonight, you maybe. Like, I can do it, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to, but I'm trying to bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bridge it. That's all.
Okay, from a Gen Z person,
Uh-huh.
most of us don't like the mumble rap.
Word.
Yeah, we make fun of it.
Really?
Yeah, straight up. Mumble rap is trash. We make fun of it. Don't think it's popular because people are bumping it. People are playing it because they're making fun of it.
Right, and the masses push it. The masses are pushing it. Like the big radio people, they're pushing that. You know what I'm saying? They really are pushing it.
The generation as a whole isn't. That's just. It's not music.
Right. It's really not. It's really not.
Like, it's stuff to do drugs to.
Do drugs too, and I ain't gonna lie. Post before COVID, if it comes on in a club or I'm somewhere, I mean, you can vibe to it, and it's really the beats. That to me is really the track. The track is what has people bouncing in the club and riding in the car. It's not so much as what they saying. So if I can incorporate my style of rap from the mid 90s and up on their tracks, then we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something for real. That's what I want to do. For real.
That's a smart, good combination, man. Because what you'll be doing is bringing the familiar that everybody knows, which is all our beats that they got right now. But then you bring your own flavor to it from the generation that you actually feel. So then the music that you make will actually be good, because if you actually try to do something that's popular, but that's not what you're about.
Right. It's not going to come out, and it's not going to sit well with me neither. It's not going to sit well. Man. But I do got some tracks. Like OG Status is the name of the album that I'm going to drop here in the spring. And nothing that I have online now is going to be on that album. Everything that I'm putting out now is just really to keep people tuned in to what's coming. But I do have songs where on the hook, I'm melodic with. I'm not deeply melodic, but I'm carrying a tune. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping it all works out, man, for real.
No, that's wonderful. So when is that drop supposed to happen?
Well, OG Status, we're shooting for April, like mid-April, so it'll catch that going into the summer wave. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drop it now, you know what I'm saying? And then it goes over everybody's head. Summertime come and it just get lost in the weeds. Like I could actually drop a whole album right now, but the songs that I'm putting out right now, like I said, are basically just to keep people in tune right now. So we're looking at OG Status to drop like April, you know, mid of April, do a couple more videos between now and then to keep people fresh, keep the sound out there, get the buzz thicker than what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
For real. So I kind of I got some things I'm trying, man. I got some things I'm trying. I'm just hoping the city gets behind it. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I got you.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to know how difficult is it as a hip hop artist here in the Carolinas to get people behind you? Like, I know different areas of the country, music catches on differently in the local scene.
Quick. I don't know, Charlotte, man. You know, we Charlotte natives. I mean, it's crazy. It's like a crabs in a bucket thing here. Everybody wants to be that kingpin. But now that the baby has set a status quo, it's kind of like, y'all see what he's doing. So why don't we follow suit? Even lyrically, even if you got to kind of rhyme like he's rhyming to get your foot in the door, I would understand that by other artists. But it's like, Charlotte's such a hard place to get on because there's really not a platform. And what my hope is that the baby and Daoud Carter, like I used to record with Daoud, that's one of his managers. I'm hoping that they turn around and pass the torch, because we're not going to be able to get on unless we do like Atlanta did. Atlanta just kept passing the torch from Outkast to Future to Jeezy to T.I. For some reason, them brothers down at ATL just was like, hey, man, we can all get some money, right? Okay, so you feature on this song, and we're going to put you on this track. But for some reason, Charlotte, I was about to say the N-word, but Charlotte artists, it's like they don't want to do that. It's like, no, I'm solo. I'm doing me. And if I get on, then oh well, I get on, but I'm not going to turn around and give you the torch. And that's what I see from artists. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I promote. That's why I try to put people's face out there. As soon as you gave me the link to this, what I do? I went on there and put it on Facebook. I don't care if it gets one like. I don't care if nobody views it. It's still getting out there, and I'm still trying to pass things around. Maybe that'll bleed off on other artists to be like, let's do like OGWHiZ, and let's put my name on something that he's dropping, and let's feature. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show other artists, man, we can't do this by ourselves, man, for real.
You really got to keep in mind, though, T-Pain did that same thing. He did features on like big artists And he was like, all right, it's my time to shine.
Right.
And they left him hanging.
I
love T-Pain. Even my daughter, she's almost 2. She loves T-Pain. She's fussy. I can put him on and she just chills out. So like, he should have been big. Even acoustically, he's beautiful. He sounds freaking beautiful.
Hell yeah.
But he gave too much and he got walked on.
Right. And I'm hoping the same thing here in Charlotte. I hope in Charlotte, man. I just like there's Heine. Heine used to rhyme with me. His name's Young Hein now. His video's doing pretty good. It's a couple other artists that I mess with. I got my own artists, young artists that are under me that I'm trying to bring up. I'm really not trying to be a rapper anymore. I really want my own label. That's what I want. I want to build a stable with younger artists, R&B. My niece is a model singer. She's in college. So when she graduates here the next year, we already got plans for her basically to be the front runner. I got Slim Easy. He's an artist of mine. He's a younger cat. So I'm trying to incorporate other people because I don't just want to be the flagship guy standing out front trying to be a rapper. I mean, you know, if my album does good, my album does good. But overall, I'm just trying to put other people in the city on so other people in the city will put their people on and we can look like Atlanta. That's what I'm trying to do, tell you the truth. Drop artists. Shoot, Atlanta's dropping an artist still. Every other day they come out with an artist. Like, I'm like, why is my city not doing the same thing? I have a hard time facing that, man. Like, we're 4 hours up the road and we can't do that. So that kind of bugs me, man. But hopefully they don't do me like T-Pain. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I mean, it's funny that you say that because it's been that way in the music here in Charlotte for quite some time.
Ever.
It's been like that with...
It's not just the music industry.
It's everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's everything. Model,
acting.
Girls hate me. Girls hate me. I only have 12% of my followers that are female. And I'm all about girls supporting girls. If I see a hot girl, I will post her on my story and be like, yes, ma'am. But I don't ever get it reciprocated. No, I don't care. I'm still going to support my girls. But that's just like.
It would be nice to get that love back. It would be nice to get that love back. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just also the point that these girls are also bitches.
True
like,
that.
It's just like in the music industry, how people are like, they're also bitches. Like,
right. And the Negroes that I see, they're like mad. Like, they're like, I'm pumping your music. I make playlists all the time on Spotify and I add other Charlotte artists. And when I throw it up there, I make sure that their name is highlighted. Reciprocate. Do that same thing. That's the only way the city is going to get known for even having a hip hop platform. That's how I look at it. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Shoot, I don't know.
And now's the time to do it. It's blossoming.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think that's, like I said, that's impressive. You know, I think that's what we all want to do here. You know, like I said, you know, I've been messing around with the music scene for the past 8 years trying to promote people. And it's actually done pretty well.
Word.
I can't lie with the magazine. RyzeUp has done good with that. And then, you know, I have to, like I said, I have to agree. The difference between here is we haven't gotten on that train yet to realize that teamwork works.
Right.
You know what I mean? Supporting each other, doing whatever works. Because then your city just gets thrown up there like that.
Right.
I'm hoping that people who watch this hear that message and it's like, you know, work together.
Right.
We're trying to, look, here's a great example. Willow is her own brand, model, influencer. She's her own brand. Jake is his own brand. He's got his own photography business. He's his own brand. I'm my own brand. I'm a magazine.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm media. I'm my own brand, but we're all working together to try to make something happen.
Word.
Because teamwork makes the dream
And see
work.
how we just did this? I saw Joey. I saw Lana Day on there. Me and Joey, we like this. Me and Joey done songs together. Like I've recorded some of the OG Status songs in his very studio. Like we're real tight. That's my dude. But that goes to show you that me and him are on that same wave like y'all three. We like, hey man, we can mess around and do some Russell Simmons, Rick Rubin type thing between me and you. You got this rock going on. I got this rap going on. Let's kind of fuse this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Exactly. Man. And that's how you get it out there. Because I mean, people are gonna recognize him on you and you on him, and then that's just exposure, and then it just keeps going. You know what I mean? Now everybody that knows or gets down with RyzeUp is going to hear about.
Right. Because I'm damn sure promoting for real. For real.
Yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's like crazy fresh. I think we lost Willow somewhere.
So we did.
Sure. But yeah, that is a thing, man. Charlotte, I don't know. It's like Charlotte, they have an identity, but it's like, hell, Raleigh, that the whole Triad area, they have more of a musical identity than we do, and they're smaller than us, and we're the big city. I have a problem with that, man, because Raleigh, Durham, that area up there, they got plenty artists, hip hop and metal. Like, they got plenty artists. And down here, we got artists, but it's like, don't nobody want to share. Nobody wants to team up and do features and stuff like that, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I've never. Go ahead, Jake. I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, you good, man? I was going to say, I'll tell you, we even see it in the photography world, man. The competition is so fierce. Nobody wants to piggyback off each other. Nobody wants to do collabs, anything like that. I'm to the point now where I'm actually a photography instructor in Tampa down here. Just so I can share what I know with people who want to get into the concert photography game. They want to do models, whatever area of photography. I want to help them grow because if they pop off big, I'll be like, hey, remember
that's your name. That's your name behind it, man.
Exactly.
For real.
It should all be one big old happy family, but we just don't see it as much as you should.
Nah, Charlotte's bad, man. It's like, and like Brian said, it's been like that for years, man. I think that's why I think Daoud Carter, he used to be a rapper himself, and I think he put all his eggs behind the baby. But even with Daoud, and I don't care if he sees this, I'm like, yo, bro, like you used to record at me and Josh Porter's studio for years with John Branch. Like, you're the baby's right-hand man, and I can't even get you to pick up the phone just to hear something that I'm doing. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. I understand he's a busy man, but still, there's a lot of talent here that he can tap into that I guess he's just too busy to tap into. But hey, more power to him. I'm proud of him. I'm glad to see his success. But it also, at the same time, I'm like, dog, turn around and look back, because there's a bunch of us down here that can use that rope that you can help us pull up on. For real.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hearing you. Like I said, I'm not familiar with this cat. You know, I ain't got no dogs in that fight, but I can't lie, just overall on how things work, man. You know, that is something that's needed, because like I said, it's just hurting. It's hurting the whole community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
right.
Nobody's getting up. Nobody's making it. You know what I'm saying? So
I just want to hand up. Yeah. Like, I'm not looking to anybody to pay for anything or any of that. I'll pay my own way. But if you got an inside scoop on something, or you can turn around and leave the back door unlocked for us, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely would. Definitely. For real.
Exactly. It's like
I would do that.
It's like you got the secret password. Leave that under a rock for me or something. Right.
Let me go under the rock and get it. You ain't got to tell nobody I'm coming. Like, for real.
Exactly.
For real, bro. For real, man.
See, I don't know if it could be like, just like you said, crabs in a bucket. It could be intimidation. Because the way that I look at it is, even with other platforms of media, I don't diss them. I try to help them as much as possible, because let's face it, there's so many unsigned artists out there that need help.
Right.
That as one publication, you could cover it all.
Right.
There's so much out there. That's the thing. And unless you were scared that this person is that much better than you, is just gonna wipe you off the board.
That part, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
I've thought about that. Like, damn, man. But hell, that's why I always refer to Atlanta, man. I can't help it, because I'm like, even from Outkast, I'm one of the biggest Outkast fans, and I'm like, we watched Atlanta roll from Outkast, Dungeon Family over to T.I., then Jeezy was birthed off of him, and then Gucci Mane was birthed off of Jeezy. They just kept rolling, and they're still rolling now. And Charlotte has got one hip-hop star. Just one. And that just drives me crazy, man, for real. Like, Joey and them, I've heard some of Joey's songs, and I'm sitting in the studio, and I'm like, why this boy ain't like on top? Like, he should be up here somewhere. Like, the boy is just that good. Him and his band, Chris, man, they're that dynamic, and they're that good. I'm sitting here like, this can't be happening. Like, we got to do something. Like, we got to get out here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's work in progress, man.
It is, man. And like I said, it'll come around. Everybody just keep going on. Because like I said, I think we're finally getting a collective of minds
Right.
in the local area that's starting to see that it needs to happen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we might have had one superstar pop off, and he's great. You know, more power to him.
Word.
But mad respect for that man. But, you know, as we move forward, it is going to be nice to see how much we can help other people actually get out there, and then find a collective of people who understand that way of doing things, and see how we can, you know, see how it rolls.
Right.
The ASAP crew, you got ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, you know.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to do that with the OG shit. I'm trying to do the OGWHiZ, OG Rich, Josh Porter, OG Cat, one of my sidekicks, my girl. She does a lot of the promotion and stuff for me, and I'm trying to start that little same kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do whatever to make. I'm trying to do whatever to make things stick to people's ribs, man. That's what I'm really trying to do, for real.
Man, that's fabulous. Yo, what's going on, Willow? You got back?
Sorry, guys.
Hey, that ain't no problem.
None.
Ain't no problem whatsoever. We just over here enjoying some conversation and loving life and whatnot. So you did give a shout out to that hat and whatnot. Are you working with any other designers in the local area trying to put them on while you're doing what you're doing?
I am actually, in that Guns and Butter video, the hoodie that I'm rocking is Combined Culture Clothing, and you can pull them up on IG. And he actually is I don't know if you remember Sonny McCall. His brother was I can't remember his brother's name, but he went to West with us. But that's his clothing line, Combined Culture. And I've been working with him, copping little things. I told him like every video I want to rock something from his fashion line, you know what I'm saying, to put his name out there. But that's the name of the clothing line that I am dealing with, Combined Culture.
All right. Yo, that's
Charlotte bread, straight out of the city, man.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. Just like we was talking about helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? You over here putting on a designer, you know, trying to get their name out there, putting it in some good music. So kudos to you on that one, man. So much props.
Oh, yeah.
So much props. Well, dude, I appreciate you showing up for the night, man. It was wonderful having you on as a guest, dude. I cannot wait for everybody to hear your music. I cannot wait for the new album to drop. You said it was dropping once again?
April. We're shooting for April. I don't have an exact date, but I want to drop in the month of April, for real. So it ride over to the summertime, man.
All right, excellent.
I feel like the 20th would be a good date for you.
You know what? That might be good at the end of the month. That way, by the time, and I give albums and singles like 2-3 weeks. Like you drop something in 2-3 weeks to a month later, that's when people start catching on to it. So hopefully by the end of May, things will start rolling, put out a couple videos to the album and things pick up, hopefully, you know.
So basically, you're gonna try to drop that flame on 420, is what you think?
But I mean, I would like to, since that is a very popular date. Shoot, for real.
It is.
Yeah, for real. That would be dope. Damn, that's a good ass idea, B.
Yeah.
Shit,
then you just get baked all day and you vibe out to the music. Right. And then bam, you have a whole fan base.
For real. That's what's up. Shit.
That's an experience.
Girl will put you on it. There you go.
Good ass idea. That's a good ass idea, for real, man. For real.
Happen every now and then.
Well, man, like I said, I appreciate you. Everybody out there, make sure that you definitely like, subscribe, follow, listen to this man's music, show him some support. These are the artists that become big like the babies. This is where they start, and then you can get behind them from the beginning, and you start a whole new culture out there. So this is what we're doing here. So for all y'all out there, continue to support, continue to just help everybody get out there. Do what we doing. This is how it goes. Share, like this video, and pass on all the links and everything to this man's music. So go out there and do that, everybody. And you know, like I said, for me, it's your boy B, my man Jake, and the beautiful Willow. We thank everybody for tuning in this week. We thank you once again, G, for coming in and being on the show.
You know it. Appreciate you, bro.
Really appreciate that. And so we'll be seeing everybody next week with an all new Hash It Out. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. We'll talk to you later. Peace out.
Peace.